In today's class, we are going to understand the graphical solution of linear inequalities in two variables. So, the question goes, solve the following inequalities graphically in two-dimensional plane. Okay, in the first exercise, what we learned was how to solve them in one-dimensional plane. Now we are going to learn how to do them in two-dimensional plane, that is in the Cartesian system, x and y axis. Okay, so solution, let's say we make one first. So graph, first what we do is this inequality is given, that is 3x plus 2y is greater than 6. So what we'll do is we'll graph of 3x plus 2y is equals to 6 is given as dotted line in figure below. For whatever inequality we get, we'll first make this inequality, we'll take the equality and we'll plot the graph. Since this is a strict inequality, that is no equal to over here, that is why what we are going to do is we are going to make a dotted line. In this case, we'll be making a complete line. The line will be a straight line without any perforation. But this is going to be a perforated line or a dotted line. Okay, let's draw the axis. We are taking each length of 1 centimeter. For those of you who have graphs, you can do it in the graph itself. It will be much more convenient for you. Again, we are taking 1 centimeter each. Make sure that this 5 centimeter mark is at 0 so that we have 1 centimeter gaps over here as well. What happens if you make like this is when you make 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, this will not become 1 centimeter. That is why we are keeping this at 5 exactly and we are making 1 centimeters of marking. Now this is called the x-axis. This is the positive x direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the negative x, x dash, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Positive y-axis and the negative y-axis. Plus 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2. And where this x-axis and y-axis intersect is called the origin, denoted by O, whose coordinates are 0, 0. Okay, so we have to draw this line. To draw this line, what we are going to do is we are going to take x 0 first. If we take x as 0, what happens is we get y as 3. So 2y is equals to 6, y equals to 6 by 2, that is 3. So at x0, the value of y is 3. So this is one of our point. And say if we take y as 0, on taking y 0, x is 3x equals to 6. So x will be equals to 2. So at y0, x is 2. So this is another point. So with these 2 points, we are going to make a dotted line. So this is our dotted line, and one more important thing to note is that we need to write the scale for what we do. So along x-axis, 1 centimeter is basically 1 unit, because 1 centimeter we are taking as 1. and along a y-axis also we are taking 1 centimeter as 1 unit. Okay. Next, when we draw a line in a two-dimensional plane like this, what it is doing is dividing this whole plane into two parts, this and this. So let's say this plane is plane 1 and that plane is plane 2. Okay. So this line divides the xy plane in two half planes, 1 and 2. So we select a point, and this point that we select should not be on the line. Not on the line. Say 0, 0. Which lies in one of the half planes and determine if this point satisfies the given inequality. Okay. So 0, 0 is basically the origin which lies in the plane 1. So we are going to put it in the inequality. The inequality is 3x plus 2y is greater than 0. So 3x we are taking as 0 plus 2, y also we are taking as 0 should be greater than 6. Or 3 into 0 is 0, 2 into 0 is 0, 0 plus 0 should be greater than 6, which is false. Therefore, the shaded plane 2, the shaded half plane 2, excluding the points on the line, is the solution region. So half plane 2 will be our solution. So what we are going to do is we are just going to shade this. So this becomes our solution. Second part is 3x minus 6 greater than equals to 0. Or from here we can say that 3x is greater than equals to 6. We add 6 to both the sides. Or x is greater than equals to 2. We are dividing 3 on both the sides. Since we are dividing by a positive number, the inequality will not change. Okay, so our inequality becomes x is greater than equals to 2. So in the same way, what we are going to do is we are going to graph the equation not consider the inequality, we will graph the equation. X equals to 2 is given in the figure below. Here we are not taking the dotted line because this is a loose inequality. In this case we had a strict inequality. There was no equal to sign. As there was no equal to sign, what we did was we did not consider the line. We took the line as dotted. But here the inequality is loose, that we have greater than or equal to. This is a loose inequality. So we will be taking the line as well. So x equals to 2. Let's first number. So this is x axis, x prime, y prime. This is our origin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. So we need to plot x equals to 2. X equals to 2 is basically a line parallel to the y-axis passing through the point 2. Now why does this happen is because this equation does not have any y in it. Since there is no point of y, whatever y value we take, the value of x is going to be 2. So this is say 2, 2, 2, 3. Whatever be the value of y, it does not matter. X is always going to be 2. Therefore we get a line parallel to the y-axis. So this is the equation of our line, x equals to 2. So this divides this plane into two halves. One is the left half plane and one is the right half plane. Like the previous one, you can also number this, or you can just write the left half plane and the right half plane. Okay. This line divides the xy plane in two half planes, left and right. You can also mark them 1 and 2 if you find this difficult, whichever you find convenient. Now what we do is we select a point which should not be on the line. So you can select say 5, 0 or 1, 0. You can take any point. Say we take 0, 3. This is not on the line. This point is basically 0, 3, which lies on one of the half planes. And determine if this point satisfies the given inequality. So 0, 3. We have x greater than equals to 0. So x basically is 0. So y, whatever be the point, it does not matter because in the inequality we do not have y only. So 0 greater than equals to 2, which is false. Therefore, the right half plane including the points on the line, because this is a loose inequality, so all the points in the line is also included, including the points in the line, is the solution region. So x greater than equals to 2, basically we get this portion. You can also completely shade them, but I prefer this one. It's less time consuming. The third one is y less than 2. So we graph y equals to 2 is given in the figure below. So y equals to 2. Y equals to 2 will become a line parallel to the x-axis. So first let's name the axis. Okay, you also need to mention the scale. Scale is also very important. Scale over here along x-axis 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. Along y-axis 1 centimeter is also basically 1 unit. Okay, this time let's change the scale a bit. In the x-axis, let's say we take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, gaps of 2, minus 2, minus 4, minus 6, minus 8, minus 10. In the y-axis, say we take 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Y prime. This is our origin, and while writing scale in this case, along x-axis, what we are doing is 1 centimeter we are taking as 2 units. 1 centimeter we have taken as 2 units, and along y-axis 1 centimeter is 1 unit. So this is how we write the scale for this graph. Okay. Now y equals to 2 will be a line parallel to the x-axis, because irrespective of whatever the value of x will be, the value of y is going to be constant. So value of y is going to be 2 all around. That is why it forms a line parallel to the x-axis and passing through 2 in the y-axis. So here we'll draw a dotted line, because this is a strict inequality where 2 is not included. Next, y is less than 2. Similarly, we take a point, say we take 0, 0. So x 0 does not matter, y 0. 0 is less than 2, which is true. So this region will be our solution. So I'll leave this portion, that language, in your hand. You will do it on your own. If you find it difficult to do, then you can contact me. So we'll shade this region that is below the line y equals to 2. As a dotted line. Okay, so try to write the language on your own for number 3. Okay, this was for how to represent the linear inequalities in graph. The next portion, what we are going to do is we are going to graph 2 or more inequalities like this, and we are going to find the solution for the final system of linear inequalities. Okay. For this, what we do is we first draw the graph of the line 5x plus 4y equals, x plus y equals to 5, comma, x minus y equals to 3. So we'll first draw the graphs. Okay, we put x0, we get y5, we put y0, we get x5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do not have any problem. If you put y0, we get x3. x3 we have. If you put x0, we get y as minus 3. So minus 3 also we have. So we can take a 1 unit, 1 centimeter as 1 unit. Okay, we put x0, we get y5, x0 if you put y is 5, and if you put y0, x is 5. So the first line will look like this. This is a loose inequality. So in case of loose inequality, we are going to make a proper line without any perforation. Next, x minus y is equals to 3. We put x0, we get y as minus 3. x0, y is minus 3. And we put y0, x is 3. So we get this. Next, what we do is we find the solution individually. So we note that the inequality 1 represents shaded region. Okay, will it be above or below? Let's check. So x plus y should be greater than equals to 5. So this was x plus y equals to 5. This line is our x plus y equals to 5. And this line is our x minus y equals to 3. So let's say we put 0, 0. So 0 plus 0 is greater than equals to 5. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 greater than equals to 5. This is false. So the region for this one will be the upper one. So we know that the inequality 1 represents shaded region above the line x plus y is equals to 5, and inequality 2 represents the shaded region Let's check for inequality 2. X minus y is less than equals to 3. So this is our inequality. Let's say we put 0, 0. So on putting 0, 0, 0 minus 0 is less than equals to 3. That is true. So for this we'll have the region in this area because this point is satisfying. So this will be this area. In this case this point was not satisfying. So this became the upper region. In this case we'll have also this region as 0, 0 is satisfying. So it will represent the region above the line x minus y equals to 3. Hence, so what is the points that are in common? This one above, this one above. So this is absent in this one, and in this one this is absent. So the region that we have is this portion. So this becomes our solution region, and this will go till infinity over here. Hence, the shaded region including all the points on the lines are the solution of the given system of linear inequalities. Okay. So the next question. Okay. One thing we forgot over here is the scale. Scale is very important to mention in any graph. So scale along x-axis. What are we taking? We are taking in the x-axis, we are taking 1 centimeter as 1 unit. 1 centimeter is 1 unit. And along a y-axis, also we are taking 1 centimeter as 1 unit. So 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. So this becomes our scale. So this is how we are going to mark the region. For the next question, solve the following system of inequalities graphically. We have two equations like this, two inequations like this. X plus 2y is less than equals to 8 and 2x plus y is less than equals to 8. So the solution will be, we first draw the graph of the line x plus 2y equals to 8, comma 2x plus y is equals to 8. We'll not draw this too because this basically x equals to 0. X equals to 0 basically represents the y-axis and y equals to 0 basically represents the x-axis. You can also take note for this. X equals to 0 represents the y-axis and y equals to 0 represents the x-axis. So let's plot this one. If we put y as 0, the value of x is 8. So x 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can easily reach 8. And if we put x as 0, y is coming 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can plot 4 as well. In this case, if you put x 0, y is 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can reach 8. So we'll take the coordinate system with 1 centimeter as 1 unit. We need to check what scale we will take before we are plotting them. Suppose if 8 units would have not been here, we would have taken 2, 4, 6, 8 so that we could reach to the point. Since we have x8 over here, so we did not do that. We are taking 1 centimeter as 1 unit. This is minus 1, origin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 5. So in the scale we have along x-axis 1 centimeter equals to 1 unit and along y-axis as well 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit. Now let's graph this. So x equals to 0, then we get y as 2y is 8, so y equals to 4. So x0, y4, and if we take y0, then x equals to 8. So one of the graph becomes like this. And the other graph, since this is a loose inequality, we are making the whole line, we are not making dotted line. And the other is 2x plus y is less than equals to 8. So if we put x as 0, we get y as 8. And if you put y 0, we get x as 4. So this inequality becomes this is our line. So this line was x plus 2y equals to 8 and this line is 2x plus y is equals to 8. Okay. Now we note that the inequality 1 represents shaded region. So inequality 1, x plus 2y equals to 8. This is our region. Let's put 0, 0. So on putting 0, 0, 0 plus 0 is less than equals to 8. That is 0 is less than equals to 8. This satisfies. So for this one we have the region below. Represents shaded region below the line x plus 2y equals to 8. And inequality 2 represents shaded region. In inequality 2 we have this line 2x plus y equals to 8. This is our equation. And if we put say again 0, 0, so 0 plus 0 is less than equals to 8, that is 0 less than equals to 8. This is also satisfying. So for this one we got the region below. For this one also we got the region below. So region below the line 2x plus y equals to 8. Now we also have two inequalities, x greater than equals to 0, y greater than equals to 0. Now x equals to 0 is our y-axis. So x greater than equals to 0 is this portion, y greater than equals to 0 is this portion. So if we combine x greater than equals to 0 and y greater than equals to 0, what we get is basically the first quadrant. We are only getting this first quadrant. So since in the question we have x greater than equals to 0, comma y greater than equals to 0, every point in the shaded region in the first quadrant represent a solution of the given system of inequalities. Okay, so below this and below this, the area common is basically this portion, and since we have only the first quadrant, x is greater than equals to 0 and y is greater than equals to 0, so the solution for this will become this region including the lines. We have this much. So this is our solution. With this we come to the end of this lecture. Please solve second and third exercise from NCERT. The questions in them are relating the lecture we did today. Thank you.